nutrients, more
bad
nitrites, nitrates, the whole shebang, and so far it has.
That's not supposed to be in the tank.
Yep, so far it's done a pretty good job of filtering this tank. This tank is also run by a little Eheim internal filter, but we do heavily depend on the plants in this tank. I'm trying to keep the majority of the surface open so we're not choking out everybody else that's in here.
Guys, we do have 2 splendens in here, and we do have to be careful with what we feed them, because if we feed them blackworms, it could give all our fish parasites, and maybe the females will get diamond eye, get sick, like my old beta did, and just go.
So there used to be a trio of female beta splendens in here, but one of the females passed away, unfortunately. Now we're left with 2, and they get along really well. They're right there in the top right-hand corner. It very rarely goes any further than a little bluff, a little push, but there's no tearing up of any fins. There's also 2 female honey grommies in here.
They're awesome.
Yeah. And small school 5 cherry barbs, really bright red cherries. Let's see if we can get a little closer video of them.
It's not 5, it's 6.
6? Nathan says 6. And then also you can see a few autocinquas. There's some Amano shrimp in here too, but they're always hiding. They very rarely come out.
One time we're doing a video on another tank, the channel darter comes out.
Yeah. So this is our 10-gallon planted tank, and this tank is lit by 2 40-watt CFL bulbs, and it seems like this pond plant is really loving the bright light. It has already reproduced a little.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
A little tiny plantlet here, and there's also another runner coming off here, and another one down the bottom too that maybe we'll be able to get something out of that also.
I'm gonna have to remove that little one.
Yeah, we'll trim that little one, maybe put it in the riparium, and it can help with that.
So none of the fish jump out.
And you got the tiger lotus that we have in here that seems to really enjoy this tank. This tank does have CO2 on it, but unfortunately the diffuser crapped out on me, so it's not running. I'm waiting for my new diffuser to come from Amazon, so we're waiting on that. And that's pretty much it. So this is Ron from FunctionBuilt-Aquatics. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so.
Wait, I want to tell them a little backstory about this tank.
Go ahead, dude.
So,
kick the knowledge.
once we had this tank, there was no rocks in it. There's like partially any rocks, and it was all black sand. So, before, the plants had so much room. It looked so beautiful. But the one time we went to Disney World with this 10-gallon tank free to eat algae and stuff, we had a problem. The whole tank puffed up with plants. We had to take all the minima out because it took over the tank. It was completely black. It was ruined.
Yeah, it was over.
We had to take it apart.
Yeah, this tank is actually going through. If you saw what it looked like when we first started it, compared to what it looks like now, night and day. It actually had black sand and white gravel, half and half. Now it still has that same substrate, but it now has since been pretty much mixed together and looks a little bit more interesting.
Wild.
But it does have a dirt base to it, so this was our first soil tank, and that's one thing that Nate and I forgot to talk about. When we set this tank, we used organic soil, and this was the very first time we used organic soil as a first layer of substrate, and then we capped it with the sand and the gravel. So I think the main reason why this tank is done so well is because it has such a rich substrate to grow plants, and we don't really go crazy keeping anything in this tank that is not considered hardy. All our plants in this tank are pretty hardy and readily and
I'm watching this.
easy to keep, readily available and easy to keep. So
I'm watching this female white cloud lay her eggs.
is she?
Yep. She's right there.
I'm sorry about the glare. All right, guys. Thank you.